Hello and welcome. My name is Deirdre Coyne and thank you for joining us today. And I am delighted to be joined by the wonderful Teri Bennett. Teri, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
And can you start by just telling us a little bit about your story?
Yes, I can. Yeah. So thank you very much for having me here. It's a pleasure. So my story began many years ago. I, through hereditary reasons, suffered from DVTs and clots and had a pulmonary embolism. And I was informed that I'm likely to have a stroke, if I don't change my lifestyle. And anyway, I ignored that advice because no one else had had a stroke in our family, and carried on regardless. And then in 2016, I had a fall. I broke and fractured a couple of vertebrae in my back, my neck. And I've also had a stroke. So then I went to the hospital, and I found that I'd had a stroke, but I'd also had one many years previously as well.
Goodness.
And so when I was told that I'd had the stroke, the consultant said to me that I should stop drinking. And I made this joke, a quip, I'm Catholic, I'm half Irish, it's obligatory, and started laughing, and people usually join in, but he didn't, and he had this look of real, and I thought, yeah, this is serious, I've got to take this serious. And even though I've been told before of consultants, you should stop, reduce, I just hadn't. But the look on his face that day, I just thought, yeah, he means this. I do need to make a change. And so that's what I did. I reduced, and because I reduced my intake with alcohol, my fitness, which was an all-time low because of the damage to my lungs, improved. So one example is my stairs in the house. I would struggle to get up in one go. I would stop halfway through, catch my breath, and then continue the journey. And I would also need to hold on to pull myself up. That's how, it impacted my health. And so I slowly went to Park Run in Ormskirk and stumbled around for many weeks, and gradually built up a level of fitness. And over the years, I not only changed my relationship with alcohol by reducing, I eventually stopped drinking altogether. And so, yeah, and since then I've been able to do a marathon, the London Marathon. I've done 4 half marathons. I've climbed Snowdon, which wasn't pretty, by the way. I struggled. Anyone will tell you that when we went to Snowdon, and I really struggled with that. And so I knew I had to, there was more work to be done, but hey, I got up there.
My goodness, some achievement.
Yeah, it was from, the stairs to that was achievement, yeah. So, and then we climbed Scarfell Pike. We got lost, so we had to climb another mountain called the Great Gable. And honestly, me and my husband will tell you there was nothing great about it, but we did it. And we also did Ben Nevis. So, and that is all through changed my relationship with alcohol, and through those changes, my fitness increased. I have not had any DVTs since. I've not had any clots. So it just shows.
Yeah, I think so. So we met as part of the Aratewe coaching positive psychology diploma. And a lot of people, including myself, would say that perhaps, you had health challenges, you were all of those challenges were there, but the first step to physical health, but also like a personal development journey. That first step started with reduction or becoming alcohol free, and then it just becomes better and better, and so many gifts really from there.
It does. It really does. Yeah, yeah. So from obviously doing the course, and having the confidence to do the course, because after my strokes, my confidence, diminished as well, and so all that increased as well. From it changed my relationship, because it did take me a month, and I forgot to say, to get to the part one, because I was like, no, I can't do this. Who do I think I am? They're gonna laugh at me, and it was nothing like that. So I tell anyone, go. If you want to run, jog, walk, whatever, go. It's a lovely environment. So it did impact my confidence, and so but then coaching course. Already built up my confidence then, and thought, yeah, I can do this, because I'd also worked with other people who'd heard my story and followed things what I'd done, and improved their well-being and health as well. So I thought it seemed the right path to follow, is doing the coaching course. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad I did. I learned so much, and it's such an amazing course. Yeah. It's still giving, actually, even after all these years, the support you get afterwards. So it's amazing.
Yeah, it is. It is an amazing course. And positive psychology. Are you practicing? Are you coaching?
Yes, I am. Yeah. Positive psychology mindset is where a lot of it starts, and having that awareness as well is key to a lot of any changes you want to make in your life. What changes do I want to make? Why do I want to make the changes? And that you can make the changes with a positive mindset as well. So changing your mindset, and it's not easy. It's not done overnight. And I remember changing my mindset and getting confident, and then needing to work on it again. So it's a continual thing to do, but it's once you start doing it, it just becomes ingrained into your life. So, negative thoughts come in, and you notice them. Is it true? Does it benefit me? Is this going to help me get from there to there? If it's not, go away, and because I've got things to do, and I'm not having any negativity prevent me from doing so. So, yeah.
And that analogy that you use is something that that we practice. So, when we look at our thoughts, we know that those negative thoughts are automatic. They're going to happen. We all have those gremlins, if you like, but it's what we do next that's the important thing. So as you're saying there, you're kind of looking and going, well, actually, I've got too much to do to worry about my confidence, or to worry about, I'm just going to carry on with what I'm doing. And if it is a park run, I'm going to walk it first and then take it from there.
Yeah. And that's exactly what I did, because that's all I could do at first. So, and that was a challenge. So, yeah. And don't get me wrong, I'm not the fastest. I still, chug around slowly. But from, I still use a stair analogy, not being able to get the stairs to being able to now jog around all the way. For me, that's huge. So, yeah.
And you have said that you're using positive psychology, you're using coaching, your own alcohol-free journey to help other people. And as well as that, you're also have written or writing a book. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, that's right. Yeah. So I'm writing a book that, much of the material's down now, but I'm researching into more of the aspects, what's in there, the reasoning behind them. I know they've worked for me, and I know they've worked with people who have been my clients, coachees. So to get it down, and then for other people to hopefully either book, read, and take action on, implementing things, what's in their journalism, journaling gratitude, um, reducing your alcohol if you don't want to stop, but changing your relationship with alcohol, connection, all the things what benefit us. I want, that they're in there at the moment. So, but I just want more the science behind it, because I think people prefer having, science-backed knowledge in them. So, yeah. So it's my story. It was going to be, because that's when this properly started, from my strokes, taking on board the changes. But now I'm so far down the line, taking action seems more, just seems the better title, because you can read all the books, you can listen to all the podcasts. But if you are here and you want to get here, all that reading and listening won't do anything. You've got to take action, and little steps. What can I do? What will fit in my life, my job, my family? Can I do to get me from there to there? And so, yeah.
And that's by taking action. We cut out a little bit, Teri. So in the beginning, you said that you were going to call it first stroke. Is that right? Or
from stroke to hope, because that's when the work started after my stroke. So and started building the good things in my life, and which have made the positive impact.
And it's through your journey with chronic illness, the action that you've taken, that you're sharing with not just your coachees, but also in the book, as to how to take action to improve our health.
Yeah, that's right. And we are all different. So, I do appreciate what worked for me might not work for some people. But with the people who I've shared what I do with, and they've implemented that, they have seen, some huge improvements, but there's not been anyone who hasn't found, noticed any improvement, no improvement. So so that's why I want to share. And people have said, oh, you should get this down in the book, and so that's what prompted me to do this, to share with other people.
And you're nearly there. Is it a couple of months away, or is it how far away are we from the book?
I would say I was hoping to get it out before Christmas, but then because there's more what I want to include in the book, I put it off for another couple of months to get the work in. So it's there.
It's on the way.
So it is on the way.
And in the meantime, if somebody's listening to this, or if somebody is going through a particular health challenge, maybe one or two steps, what would you say would be the first? How do we get started with improving our health and our well-being from your own evidence?
Yeah, for me, it would be, if it's safe to do so, reduce your alcohol, or if you want to change it, but only if it's safe to do so, because it's not always safe to do so. And then look at the things that you would like to do, because obviously running's not for everyone, or jogging, but what is it that you would like to do? And so if it's, it could be walking, it could be playing a musical instrument, but whatever it is, what steps do you need to do that? And by reducing your alcohol intake, you get more time, you get more energy, you've got more money as well because of what's spent on alcohol. And, you know, to do these things, because if you clock up the time you spend drinking, the time you spend with your hangovers, and against the time what you need to do, whatever hobby or life interest or change in your career, whatever you need to do that, you've got the time there.
Mm-hmm.
You know, don't waste it on alcohol anymore. Use it to further your life and make the best life what you can make for yourself and your family.
Brilliant. And that's what you're doing.
Yeah. Yeah, I am. Yeah.
And if somebody wanted to contact you, if they wanted to support, where would be the best place to find you, Teri?
Yeah, well, I am on Facebook, Alcohol Free Lancashire. So it's AF Lancashire. So, you know, people can find me there, and yeah, they can message me and join there if they want to, or they can just, you know, message me, and yeah, and well, have a chat with them or message them back, whatever way they would like to communicate.
Brilliant. Thank you. It's been really, really good to speak to you today, and thank you for all that you've shared. And it's brilliant to see you looking so well and doing so well. And just thank you very much, Teri, for joining me today.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you so much for having me.
I'll speak to you soon. Bye.